All right, hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us today. What day is it? It is May 6th, 2 days past the 4th. Be with you. Hopefully, you all had a great May 4th. Let's see here. I have a few work messages coming in, so bear with me, of course, as I start the stream this morning. Some things are popping up. Uh, Okay. So, anyways, hope you're all doing well. It's been a busy last weekend. I've been incredibly busy, so haven't been around to focusing much on Star Citizen or Starjump. But hope you're all doing good. Hope you're all doing good. It's been a good last, what has it been about 20, 30, 35 days ish of St. Jude. We've had an incredible amount of generosity thrown towards the initiative, thanks to you all. So, really appreciate that. I've got some additional news on quantum. It's not really additional news, but maybe a little bit of insight for any of you all hoping to attend. I see a bunch of people in chat. Nice to see you all. Starjump Ender, Lazy Donuts, Nick at Night, Art, Citizen Ninja. We got all kinds of people in chat. Zero, nice to see you all. Hello, hello, hello. There's Starjump Starlet. Hope you're well. Just sent Starlet the Atlas Geo for Fleet Viewer integration. We'll get that done when we can. I had a lot of people requesting that, and I sort of kept forgetting that I had not integrated it. Yeah, so sorry about that. It just took a long time. And I really love the Geo. I think it's really cool. So Citizen Dan says, got my tickets on Friday. Very cool. Very cool. Ender says, check my DMs. I will check my DMs. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I can do the hurricane one today, Ender, if you're watching, because we have another one tonight that you can do, right? So I can do the hurricane tonight, or sorry, I can do the hurricane today. That won't be a problem. That won't be a problem. So everyone, it's a good time for me to move into. Oh, we got a donation. Rhino donating $200. Oh my, whew, whew. Gotta get those salutes out of the way. Rhino, thank you very much. That's a huge donation towards Aegis Gladius Valiant. Incredible. Thank you all very, very much. Look at our numbers there, folks. We're at $13,310 raised so far for this campaign. And then the lifetimes right over here at $29,553, although I think that might tick up here in a minute. Either way, we're getting so close to $30,000 lifetime, which is incredible. Rhino, thank you very, very much. You have my sincerest thanks for that. Appreciate that. You kicked it off with a bang, buddy. You said you wanted to start it off for the day, and you sure did. So thank you very much. On that topic, I'm glad we're talking about this. Okay, because we're going to go to. Let me go to our campaign thing. Stand by here. Let me pull it up. I got too many links here, but it's okay. We're going to get it up. Okay, let me bring us over to the my other window here. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Where is my? Okay, here we go. Swing over here real quick and get a little smaller. We have a few giveaways going on right now. We have the Love Struck starter pack. We're giving that away on the 6th, which is today. Ender's going to give that away tonight on his stream, so you want to watch out for that. We currently have a raffle going on for the Anvil Carrick as well. That'll be given away on May 16th. We have another RSI Polaris that is currently running that'll be given away on May 31st, which is the last day of the St. Jude Play Life campaign. And then we have a Anvil Hurricane that was supposed to end on the 3rd, but both myself and Ender have been really slammed with some stuff. So we're going to do that drawing today on stream. Okay, on my stream right now. We're going to do that here shortly in just a little bit. So if you want to get on that hurricane, make sure you donate towards that. But yes, Aegis Gladius Valiant also running till the 9th. So that is there as well. Real quick, let me move over. We do have, I see Artemis is saying it, and you're right, we are going to talk about it. We're going to watch it together. I have not watched it at all yet. We have the next Grand Theft Auto trailer. I thought we'd just kick off with that, and then we'll go into the announcements. Well, actually, no. We'll go into a few announcements, then we'll watch the Grand Theft Auto trailer. So I'm pretty excited for it. As you know, my good friend Corey does work at Rockstar. So a couple things real quick. Let's swing over. Quantum Vegas 2955. I saw someone purchase their tickets. I am definitely going now. It was a little shaky there for a bit. I'm definitely going. I've started to narrow down what I'm going to do on stage. I think what we're going to do is we're going to, in real time, we are going to build an Anvil capital ship on stage. So that'll be kind of crazy. I need to figure out how I'm going to pull this off. I think I need to build, let's see here. I think I need to build some like Lego pieces in order to build this Anvil capital, but we're looking at a way to maybe in real time even get some audience interaction going for how we build the Anvil capital. Brian Havoc donated $190 towards the Aegis Gladius Valiant. That is a popular ship. Salute to you, Brian. Thank you very much. Incredible. Thank you very much. That's going to bring our numbers up even more. Brian and Rhino kicking the doors down today. Really amazing. Thank you guys. It's so generous. That is a lot of money, and we really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Ender says I'll pull that for you to make it easier. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do have the website up, so I can end that giveaway. So that won't be a problem. But yes, thank you very much, Brian and Rhino. 2 incredible donations already this morning, and we've just been streaming for a moment. So that is amazing. You guys are amazing. Seriously, thank you. Okay, let's see here. Yes, Ender, if you want to... whenever you want to pull it, maybe here in the next 30 minutes, feel free to pull it. That would be helpful. Thank you very much. So yes, Quantum Vegas. If you haven't bought tickets, try to buy tickets. If you have any interest in going, they're $99. It's going to be an absolutely incredible event. It's going to be held at Area 15 in Las Vegas. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Really cool event. There's a great panel of guests that are going to be there on stage, including DePoets, Kim and Nate Ellis from EE Studios, Sean Tracy from CIG, Xylo and Galactica from CIG as well. Nick at Night, who's in chat, will be there as a special guest, including Commander Fran from the Beacon events. You know him very well from those European events. Obviously, Serious Fun and Griffin Gaming will be moderators. Griffin Gaming and Serious Fun both putting a ton of work into this event, by the way, to get it going. So really cool. Paul Shelley from the Astro Pub, or the Astro Historian himself, will be there, of course, doing a panel, and yours truly, Starjump Graham, will be doing a sort of a live capital ship build, sort of like we did with the Argo capital ship, but this one will be specifically around an Anvil capital. So I think it's going to be really cool. So yeah, get your tickets, because again, I was a little shaky if I was going to be able to go now, but some things have turned in favor. I'm going to be getting plane ticket, hotel room, all that good stuff. We're going to see if we can get Ender out there. We got to look at what his work schedule is. He's got a big editorial job popping up. We got to look at that and everything, but we'll see what can be made to happen there. But if you are going, and you see me walking around, I'll have a Starjump hat on. Do I have that hat? I don't know. Do I have it? Yeah, I have. I'll probably have this hat on. It's got Starjump on it. Seek me out, grab me, pull me aside. Let's talk, let's chat. I'm hoping to bring some Starjump swag, but we'll have to see what I can pull together for that. So yeah, Quantum Vegas coming up very quickly. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully you are too. And I really hope to see a lot of people there. So it's going to be really cool. Starjump Ender says, got to get me one of those. So Ender, I'm actually buying, I'm going to get new hats with the new Starjump logo on them. That's the old one. And when I get the new hats with the new logos, I'm going to get a few, and I'm going to have one sent to you directly. So yeah, that's something I'm already on top of. Who's that handsome moderator with the baseball cap on? I definitely wasn't me. Everyone, I want to point out real quick here on stream, we are a mere $57 away from $30,000 lifetime. $57 away from $30,000 lifetime through Starjump Guardians charity initiative with St. Jude. Ender and Chad obviously leading the way on that over the past few years. So that is a huge, huge milestone. We've had some incredible donations this morning through Rhino and Brian Havoc, coming in with a total of $390 already, and we've only been streaming for 15 minutes. So big salutes to both of you. Thank you very much. Okay. Shall we? Let's swing it on over and watch this. So everyone, we're going to watch this really quick. This is not Star Citizen related, but we're going to watch it. We're going to watch it. If we need to pause, we'll pause, but we're going to watch it. It is 2 minutes and 46 seconds long. It is the trailer number 2 for Grand Theft Auto 6. I have not seen this yet, so you're getting the raw reaction. Okay, it was only posted 1 hour ago, so this is the raw reaction here. Yes, Ender. Together this year, we have been kicking some butt, and it's been very rewarding. Very rewarding. All right, everybody, here we go. Grand Theft Auto 6, trailer 2. Yeah, looks amazing.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason.
Dude is buffed out. Looks great. It looks great.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
Uh-oh.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay. The new beginnings.
You breaking news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shots, baby!
The only thing that matters.
Obviously more story-driven on this one, this trailer.
Gonna do this? We're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything.
Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Like,
You and me, Will. We got this.
We got it.
Yes, citizen.
Say Vice City, baby! Vice City!
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Hey.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
Yeah, kind of a Bonnie and Clyde story, right? Dracos is a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer number 2, May 26th. We got a firm date, everybody. Firm date. So that was pretty cool. Something interesting about that, and I've heard this. Uh-oh, what is playing? Some Inglourious Basterds stuff. Something that has popped up in a few conversations that I've heard is what effect this could have on Squadron 42's release. A lot of people were really thinking Squadron could be for Invictus next year, like around that time. So if this is coming out May 26th, 1,000% Squadron 42 is not coming out for that time period. And very rarely are things moved up in the schedule because things are planned out. So what this means to me is more than likely Squadron 42 will have to launch towards the end of the year of next year, because it's going to need to clear the path. It's going to need to clear the path for Grand Theft Auto 6. From friend of mine, Corey, is pretty high up at Rockstar, and I can tell you right now, you know, a lot of pretty much every other game is going to stay clear of this game's release 100%. They're just not even going to get in the way of it. It doesn't matter if it's sci-fi and one's not sci-fi. It doesn't matter. It takes so much air out of the room. Plus, you have people for Grand Theft Auto 6. Here's the other thing to remember is Grand Theft Auto 6 will also probably bring Grand Theft Auto on the next version of Grand Theft Auto Online with it. As a matter of fact, I'm confirmed on that. But also, it sells consoles. It sells consoles, so people are going to be spending their money not just on the game, but for also buying new consoles for it. The latest Xbox, latest PlayStation, etc. It will be consoles only. That's right, T-Jack. But it's going to suck so much air out of the room from even a marketing perspective. And this is something CIG is now going to have to challenge with. Their marketing is going to be, and every other game's marketing is going to be going up against companies like Rockstar and the absolute onslaught that Take-Two is going to do in regards to pushing Grand Theft Auto 6, right? So, let's see here. Let's see here. Bear with me, everybody. 1 second. So, what are we talking about today? Well, Lieutenant Draco says, I don't think Squadron 42 will be ready by then. IE at best. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most likely. I don't think there were some people suggesting it would come at Invictus, but I was never one of those. I kind of thought into next year. They did not give us a date, Starlet, for Squadron 42. They just said 2026. So people didn't know if it was January, December, somewhere in between. But again, because Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out in May and the marketing leading up to its release, CIG is going to want to stay well clear of it. So I think Squadron 42 end of next year, with the marketing campaign kind of starting big time post Grand Theft Auto 6's release. Starlet says, I don't even think that 2026 is a firm thing. Just try to aim for something maybe. Yeah, so the last we heard, which was on a stream just recently, Jared reaffirmed the 2026 date. They did build 2026 into the logo. Not that that means they're tied to anything. So you're absolutely right, Starlet. I think it's just a little bit of like hope right now, but 2026 seems to be a year they're targeting. If they're truly in the polishing phase, then by the end of next year, that game should be ready to go. If they're truly in the polishing phase like they said they were, it should not take 4 or 5 years to polish a game, even the biggest games out there. Even massive MMOs and big games like that did not take multiple years to polish. So, here we go. We're going to get into the main topic. What are we talking about today? We are talking about the Starlancer TAC. Okay, we're going to move over here real quick to some windows. We're talking about the Starlancer TAC today. Why are we talking about the Starlancer TAC? Because CIG is just put out their behind the ships last week on it. I've heard a lot of people really excited for it. I've had a lot of people reach out and say how the Starlancer TAC is like their most looked forward to ship in a long time. And it got me to thinking. I was like, well, that's interesting. I am interested in the TAC, but I wasn't super excited for it. But, I don't mind being wrong. So I was like, let me take another look at it, and let's see if it's a ship worthy of getting excited about, right? And so with that, we're going to bring up the model. I thought we would do some if it fits, it sits sort of investigations into the hangar bay. And yeah, just some other stuff like that. So I thought we'd check out the current model, the current holo model for the Starlancer TAC a little bit more detail. Obviously, it's not the game ready model. It's not the flight ready model. Those are not in the files quite yet. At least I don't believe so. No, they're not. They're not. But anyways, yes, we're going to look at that. And Zarek Master says, Grim, please do a razor in the hangar if we can. We can do that. We can definitely do that. But again, real quick, everybody, just top of show announcements. Quantum Vegas 2955. I am going to grab that web address. If you were thinking about going, try to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. Posting that in the chat. If you want to donate to St. Jude, you go to our Tiltify link, which I'm going to put in Twitch chat right now under the donate tag. And for those of you on YouTube, I'm going to pin it to the top of chat, which is happening right now. Yep, that link is pinned. You can go there, donate towards the ships. Again, if I go back here, current raffle schedule, we have a few things going on right now. Again, that Anvil Hurricane with LTI, I'm going to give that away on stream today. So stand by for that. We have the Nomad Love Struck Starter Pack, giving that away later tonight. Later tonight on Enderstream. You want to make sure you tune in for Enderstream, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh, there's another donation. Oh, my good. Red Samurai 08. Got to go back to full face. Red Samurai 08 pushing us past $30,000 lifetime. Everyone give it up for Starjump Ender. Let's give him a little clap. Red Samurai, you're getting the double salute. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Absolutely incredible. It's amazing. We're now $13,580. Again, that lifetime raise, incredible. Rooster Rage donating $20 towards the hurricane. Thank you very much, Rooster. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Well, thank you, Ender. Thank you, buddy. But let's all, because we're celebrating the lifetime fundraising for the moment, okay? And the lifetime, this is Ender's baby. So everyone, I want you to give it up. Do the clap for Ender. Do the salutes in chat. He has now crossed the $30,000 milestone. I remember it was just recently that he was concerned about going over that 25K mark. And I didn't think that would be a problem. And here we are crossing $30,000 raised for sick kids and their families via St. Jude and their Play Live initiative. Absolutely incredible. Those sick kids do not have to pay a dime when they're in the hospital, so that is incredible. Another great thing about this, too, just for everyone, if you're new to the chat, new to our fundraising, this is 100% pass-through, your donation. It does not come to Starjump at all, okay? At all. We don't touch it. It doesn't come to us. When you donate to the Tiltify link, it's sent then directly to St. Jude, okay? So that money is St. Jude bound, okay? St. Jude bound. So hopefully that allows you to donate with some level of confidence, right? Okay, so I am going to go back over here. $30,000 is incredible. Red Samurai, Rooster Rage, thank you very much for that. You're good people. Everyone is good people. That's what I'm going to say here. Okay, so yes, we do have these raffles currently active. Aegis Gladius Valiant will be given on May 9th. You can see the donation amounts there on the side, everyone. Anvil Carrick, $50 donation for May 15th. And of course, the RSI Polaris Corvette will be given away on May 30th. Requires a $100 donation towards the St. Jude Play Live link, or St. Jude Tiltify link, excuse me. So yeah, it's a really exciting time. Lots of great raffles to get in on. What's not to love, right? What's not to love? What we're going to do, though, let me get my windows ready here. Bear with me, everybody. We're going to switch over to 3D here. Well, actually, no, not yet. Not yet. Let me get some windows up. Bear with me. Bear with me. I've almost got it. Almost got it. We're going to pull up the Starlancer TAC. If I can find it. Where is it? This is not a good start, everybody. Okay, here we go. Let me turn off the left monitor. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Sim says, message of the day, we are currently working on a new 4.1.1 build for a potential PTU release later today. Very cool. What are we looking at here, everybody? We are looking at the Starlancer TAC hollow model. You can see the turrets right there, the dual size 5s. You can also notice it because of the rear missile launchers. Again, those have changed in the flight ready model, but we'll deal with that when it comes. Most of the rest of the ship, though, I believe is the same, so no issues there. I did bring a Fury in. We are going to bring a Fury in to take a look at that hangar a little bit more. Let me get a few things ready here. I know VMXEO in my DMs sent me the file here, so we're going to pull that down. We're going to pull that down now. Okay. One thing I did here with the model, by the way, is all right, let me go. Oops, bear with me, people. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Okay. Just got to get this model out. Okay. So one thing I did is I went ahead and separated the hangar cover here. Let's see. Let me do that. Which one is the hangar cover? It's this one. Okay, we'll do this hangar cover. So now we have the ability to lift this up and reveal the hangar inside, giving us the rough metric so we can do if it fits, it sits sort of stuff, which I know people love to do. What's not to love about it? You can see which ships fit. I think with the Starlancer TAC, though, it is going to be pretty much a ship that only the Fury can fit in. Now, I will tell you that the scale of this hollow model is off. The ship is 83 meters long, so we're first going to dial it in to 83 meters long. We got to scale some stuff up here. You don't have to do this too often. Usually the ships are at scale. This one just strangely is not. So we're going to do that now. If any of you have ever watched these streams before where we're doing the 3D modeling, stuff like this, just bear with me. It can, sometimes is a little tricky and not as smooth as one would hope. Okay, let's see here. Let's go 50. Nope. Let's try 100. Is it 100 on the scale? Yep, that's exactly what it is. It's usually on a scale of 10. Is that right? Yep, that's it. Okay, so we're just on a 10th scale. Okay, so here's our Starlancer TAC. And we are going to bring the Fury over. So let's go to the Fury and bring the Fury. And that's the first one to look at, right? Up, we have a donation. Rycon donated $10 to unlock a new toy for St. Jude. Rycon, thank you very much. Salute to you for that. Incredible. Where's the Fury? Okay, here we go. We're going to bring the Fury over. Is it working? Let's see. Let's give it a minute. It's got to import. It's got to import. There it is. Big thanks to VMXEO for shooting this over to me, by the way. Okay, here is our Fury in landed mode. So we're going to take that and we're going to bring it over to our our Starlancer TAC. Here is that. Let's spin her around 180 degrees. Let's materials. Let's change a few things here. Okay, so if you want to know how much room this has for the Fury, this was my concern originally. If we lift the hangar, if we take the hangar cover off, that is sort of the area we have to land the Fury. As you can tell, it is it's pretty thin. I mean, there's not a lot there. I know CIG said in the thing that you'll be able to get like maybe 2 in there. I doubt it. I really do. I mean, maybe. I don't think so. What do you think, chat? I think that'd be incredibly dangerous. Could you do it? Possibly. Oh my God, you could, but look how tight it is. There ain't no way. You could definitely destroy your ship by doing it, but I don't think 2 Furies are getting in there comfortably. But I thought we would look to see what else could fit in there. I mean, you all know how I think it's a square north. But like if I rotate it, I mean, maybe there's a little bit more weight there and do something like this, maybe. But damn, it's so tight. It's so tight. In the video, they fit 2. So if they fit 2, then what that means is it means the hangar has increased in size, which is possible, which is very possible. I didn't see 2 in there. Can you tell me the timestamp, T-Jack? Let me know. the actual timestamp of where you see 2, because I'd like to see. I believe you, by the way. I didn't notice it when I watched it. Wild Ace says, I think in the video the hangar is bigger than the door, so you can bring one in and strafe it to the side so you can slip the second one in. Ah, okay. Well, that's the other issue is like how big is it? Like how much can you get to the side, right? Can you have to like be parked way over here? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. We can sort of do that with this. We can just scale it up here. So like if we go, let's go, like let's give it a little bit of that extra scale, right? So something like this, where you actually have more room in there. You could squeeze them in. Yeah, John Chase said they didn't fit 2. They said that brave people can possibly get 2 in. That's what I remember. I didn't remember them actually squeezing 2 in. But let's assume the hangar is bigger than the door, like that. Then you could, oops. Let's look here. Then you could squeeze some in. If that's the wall, you can see there. You could if that's the case though, you could probably get 2 in with a little room to spare if it is indeed like that. Again, tight but doable. Tight but doable. Destroy, hope you're well. Salute to you. So there you go. I mean, it would be hard to get it in and out. It'd be kind of a pain to get in and out because you have to really jockey for position and be careful with how it parks. But it's possible to do it. It's possible to do it. All right. Taking orders from chat. I think someone said they wanted to see a razor. If a razor would fit. So we'll start there. I do need to pull that up. What is that? It's a MISC. It's a MISC razor. Yeah. Zarek Master says yes, please on that. So what we're going to do is pull up the razor now. Okay, we got some crazy textures here. Bear with me. Okay, we'll pop those off here. Let me just balance out a few textures here. Hold 1. We want to make this to where it doesn't look crazy. Again, these aren't textured meshes, everybody. So these are just. Okay, let's go back over to the Fury. This should be scaled properly too. It should be scaled properly. Okay, let me turn off joints. Where are joints? Boom. Okay. There is a razor. Again, this is with the hollow model's hangar dimensions. Okay, this is the hangar for the hollow model. If they've made it bigger, great, but I doubt they have. Stellar Scale models in chat. Stellar Scale, hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. So there you go, Zarek. The razor is quite a bit bigger than the hangar. It's not going to fit. But you could always park the razor like this. You could maybe just park the razor like this and call it a day. I don't know about you, but that looks legit for me. I mean, let's see here. There we go. I'd fly around like that. Done. CIG, I just made you money. CIG. It's all over. All right, what's the next ship we're taking a look at? Let me know. Let me know. Always happy to try. Here's the thing. I do not think this hangar has increased in size, by the way. I think or at least the doors. This little bit of area was marked out in the hollow model, but I think that's because they were already at work on the main model, and this is just the size of the hangar. I don't think you're going to get any surprises when it releases and it's like way bigger. You know what I mean? John Chase says MPUV. Peak says Pisces. We could try both of those. Let's start with the Pisces. Question is, do I have a Pisces ready? That's the real question. Yes, I do. I'll have to open it in Blender real quick, so bear with me. Let me switch to left monitor real quick while I export this. Bear with me, everybody. This does kind of take a second. Okay, exporting Pisces now. Don't save. Okay, let me switch back over to my left monitor and let's see if we can bring the Pisces over. Here we go. Okay, oop, and I just messed that up. Here we go. For peaks. Taking a look at the Anvil Pisces to see if it'll fit. I can almost guarantee it won't, but we're going to try it anyway because that's what we're doing for you fine folks today. We spin her around here. There you go. She's not fitting in. This is a very small hanger on the Pisces or on the Starlancer TAC. Very small hanger on the Starlancer TAC. This hanger is really built around the Fury, much like the hanger on the Carrack is built around the Pisces. Very, very similar, right? Okay, so let's try a few other things. What was the next one? The MPUV? Okay, let's try the MPUV real quick here. Why? Because we can. All right, let's see here. Where is it? I got the Javelin interior. It's not that. I'm looking through my Aegis files here. It's not the Javelin interior. If you were watching my Javelin stream, though, you saw the Javelin interior. All right, where is this thing? Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Oh, no, I'm looking in Aegis. It's Argo. It's Argo. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I had it wrong. Even I get these manufacturers wrong from time to time. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right, we just had a new follow. Thank you very much, Waverly. Thank you very, very much for that follow. Appreciate you. All right, here we go, everybody. We are checking. Nope, we don't want to lose that. All right, let's group this together because it's not. We're going to grab the Argo MPUV Transport Edition. Throw that down in here. All right. Good. No, it's too big. It's too big. Won't fit it. Yeah, no, that's not fitting in there. Sorry, folks. It might fit in one way, but oh man, it's again. Remember, your collision boxes are just going to be too sensitive to this. You're never going to get it in. This stream has gotten very sexual already. You're never going to get this in. There we go. There we go. So there he is, the MPUV. Obviously, it does not fit. What else do we got here, folks? 85X is the next one. I saw. Let me grab the 85X. We'll give that a try. I know everyone is curious about these ships and if they'll fit. This is, you know, the whole when I saw this hanger on here, though, I knew this thing was not going to fit very much. It was sort of designed around the Fury. It really was. Okay. All right, so let's bring up the 85X. Okay, there's the 85X. Let's grab it. I'm pretty sure this is to scale. I think so. Let's check. Let's check. No, it's not to scale. Oh, I just need to bump it up. Let's see here. 1 second. One second, everybody. All right, that's to scale, should be. So let's spin her around and let's take a look. God, is it really that big? No, it can't be that big. How long is the 85X, everybody? Let's swing over to Hangar Link and take a look. When I first met Starlet, by the way, this was the ship she loved a lot, and I think we did one for her in a cinematic. Oh, nope, that is 13 meters. Damn, that is long. So the 85X will not fit. That is, what you're seeing there is 13 meters long to the T. Yeah, not big enough in the slightest. Yikes. Yeah, again, Very small hangar. What else we got? What else? I mean, what else could even go in there? Yeah, M50, all that stuff's not going to fit. Golem has a similar length to the Razors, too long. Yeah, Golem ain't going to work. X1, Merlin X1. How do you get them out, though? Right? I mean, I can go to X1. I mean, I do think that type of stuff would fit, obviously, because they're the bikes, right? So if I grab like the X1 and bring it over, right? I think this is to scale. Yeah. Yep. All right. It's got a camera on the front. I'm not really sure why. Filter, camera, there we go. So yeah, obviously you can fit bikes and stuff in it, but again, I'm not sure how you get them out. So don't know how good that'd be. Again, it's sometimes it's easy to forget how small the Fury is, right? In its landed state, and that's how small it is. So you can tell this thing is really purposefully built to house the Fury. I actually thought it would house a few other smaller ships, but that is not the case whatsoever. Okay. Again, Pisces, way too big. Way too big. MPUV, too big. Almost would fit had they made the hangar just a little bit bigger. Atlas Geo would fit. The Atlas Geo would fit. Let's see here. Let me go to that real quick. Argo, ATLS Geo. Dirt Divas, hope you're well. Hope you're well. This is an unfinished Geo right here, by the way, everybody. So if you're asking why does it look crazy, it's just because it does. All right, let's go over here. Now you could put some Geos in here. You could put a little army of those in there and jump, do their little jetpack thing to sort of get them in the cargo bay. But once there, you should be good. Should fit a few of them. That won't be a problem. Not sure how deep this hangar is. But yeah, you could easily fit 4. That wouldn't be a problem. Stefan says you could fit 2 Furies in there if you really tried. Yeah, you probably could. It's tight. I'm not going to lie. It is very tight. No joke, kind of tight. Dangerous. Like you're not going to be able to deploy these in like an instant. An instance. It's going to take. It's tricky. It's getting tricky. Again, remember the Starlancer is 83 meters long. A lot of people confuse this with being the size of the Carrack. It is not. It is not. The Carrack is 124 meters or 126, so almost 40 meters longer than this thing. It's almost an entire Valkyrie longer. Expat Brat, hope you're well. Hope you're well. It was interesting to see that there are steps coming up to the hangar. Yeah, I thought that was interesting too. It may be smaller than the actual room. Yeah, it's very true. We actually stretched out the actual hangar cube here. If I bring it up, you can see that I made the hangar actually a little bigger than the door. So that you had that little extra room in there. It's a little hard to tell here from the 3D file, but if I turned on this, you can kind of see a little better. But yeah, it's just a very small hangar. Very small hangar. Closest is probably the 600i. Socially confused. Yeah, probably about 600i at 90 meters. Other ships that fall in this category, currently concepted, by the way, are ships like the Genesis Starliner, which I believe is 80 or 90 meters, and then the Crucible. However, the Crucible 1000% will grow. The Starliner, I'm not sure if the Starliner will grow or not. It's very possible the Starliner stays at its current size and is just essentially a passenger version of a Hercules. I'm not saying it will just be a Hercules, but I'm saying that it'll sort of be in the same size category as that. Zarek says, Starjump Starlet, just so you know, I'm a fellow 85X lover. Last night took out a Gladius and Firebird. See, yeah, she actually pretty good with a decent gun upgrade. So, yeah, the 85X is one of the best looking ships, by the way. Waffle and Sandy says, can we try the Argo Tractor? If I have it. Let's check. Do I have the Argo Tractor? PVU track. See, this is one that... So, see, some of these ships, especially newer ones, I get from VMXEO. And so what I think we got to do is I need to pull the model from the website. Does anyone want to see how I do that? Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. Here we go. We're going to do it. So we're going to go to shop. We're going to go to pledge store. We are going to go to ships. We're going to go to Argo. Is the tractor? The tractor is unavailable for purchase, really. Some of these ships I think they could just make available for purchase. All right, here it is. Click on the tractor. We're going to go to view page source and we're going to search for .ctm. We're going to grab the CTM file here. Shiblam. Let's see, and paste that in there. That will download a file right there, which I'm going to locate. And then we're going to go to any conversion and we're going to drop the CTM file in there, convert it to STL, convert that file, and then once it converts, we are going to download the STL, which then downloads it. We can then close this bad boy. We can go back to our model here and we can take that file we just downloaded, which is the Argo Tractor MPV, or sorry, Argo Tractor STL file, and then there it is. It always comes in a little wonky, so we got to do some rotation fixes here. Not a problem. Just rotate that like that. All right. And now let's swing back over to the Starlancer Fury. We'll drop it in there and bring it up. There it is. We'll throw a different texture on it so we can see it a little better. Okay. And right. Okay, so yeah, no, it looks too big for me. I mean, I don't think it's going in. So yeah, I don't think that's happening myself. I don't think that's happening at all. Again, it's so close, but the hanger would need to have extended out to here, and that just doesn't look like what they're doing in the model. Zarek says he can wiggle it in, though. Can wiggle it in. This stream's gonna have so many sexual innuendos. Expat says, "Wow, all these are open to the community." Well, all the holo models are on the website, and you can access them all. So, you know, like if I went to ships and went to... Now, these are just holo models, though. These aren't the actual flight models, right? But if I went here and I scrolled down in Drake, best manufacturer, by the way, and found, say we're interested in the Ironclad holo model. You can just view page source when you're on the ship's pledge page. Do a search for .ctm. A CTM link will pop up right here for the model. And that is the link to the actual holo model itself. And then from that, you can extract it and then convert it. You'll have to convert it from CTM to STL or whatever. So they're sometimes unoptimized. They're sometimes a mess. They're sometimes missing major parts and pieces. You know what I mean? But sometimes they're really nice. It sort of depends on who preps the holo model. Sometimes details are lost. Sometimes turrets are lost. So, for example, if you downloaded the Kraken turret, it doesn't have it, or the Kraken Drake ship, it doesn't have its turrets on it in the holo model. That's how I can always tell if someone pulled the Kraken holo model, because it's always missing the front dual size 8 turret. And yeah. Zerk Master says, may I request Landed Fury in Fleet Viewer? I thought we had it. Let's go back to Hangar link here. We're going to type in Fury. And you'll see here we have Fury LX, Fury MX. If you uncheck the official only, you'll get the landed variants of that. So if I zoom down, we have both landed flight and landed modes of that. You just have to uncheck the official. because we consider those like not Easter eggs, but extras. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that though, so I'm glad you brought it up. Let me switch back over. So there we go, is our hangar. We've kind of looked here at what can fit, what can't fit. It's going to be a tight one for people, I think. Most elements of the ship are the same as the Max, though. There's not a lot of difference between the two ships if you've ever inspected them to any large degree. Now, the TAC, one of the big differences between the TAC and the Max, though, is this bottom section here. Now, you can kind of see these three panel areas right here. We have this one, and this one. Now on the Max, all of those open up, right? They're just one giant door. The whole thing can open up. But on the TAC, that is not the case. So on the TAC, I believe it's just this section. So essentially just this door here that opens up. That's the one I think that opens up, and that has your like trooper dropship, capabilities where it opens up and the little seats come out. Up here, though, is a non-opening door because this houses the actual turrets, the dual size 5s. These turrets extend out, by the way. You can see the rails right here. These are the rails that they're on and these little slots. So these extend out for, a great deal, but I can tell you for sure that they do not rotate 90 degrees frontward. That was something that was that one of the developers, maybe Dan McCabe, I forget exactly who, one of the ship developers came out on Reddit and said that they do not rotate 90 degrees forward. So just a heads up on that. And then back here, did I delete that? Hopefully I didn't delete it. I may have deleted that bottom piece. Oops. Down here is where the medical suite is, the medical room. So that's kind of the bottom components, that bottom area, this sort of middle fuselage area here, major change. Obviously up top here, where habitation is, major change. I think most everything else is the same. The only other addition is back on the rear here, these remote missile pod turrets. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, you are correct, John. The size 5 turrets do have a nice kind of, rotation range. Expat says, where's the med bay? Is it between the troops and the back cargo? Yeah, so it is. That's exactly where it's at, Expat. It's in this little area here. This little quadrant here is where the medical bay is on the ship. So it goes the 2 turrets, the trooper dropship area, and then the medical bay right after that. And then that then leads into a little causeway. And the medical bay might extend back in this area just a little bit, expat. And then that obviously transitions right into the back cargo storage, which still holds a vehicle, still holds a 96 SCU of cargo and stuff. So. Question, TAC, did they get rid of the docking port in the front elevator? Nope, it's still there. It's right here. You can see that door. Yeah, nope, they did not get rid of that. It's still right there. Still right there. That's it. So still there on the TAC, and the elevator is there as well. Yeah, that's also true, expat. I mean, again, this I think is why so many people are excited about this ship. Fishbowl, thank you for the follow. Salute to you. Appreciate the follows. By the way, everybody, if it's your first time watching the stream, please give me a follow. Give me that support. I appreciate you. I appreciate you kindly. But yeah, it's again, a lot of people like that because, Revelis, thank you very much. Revelis 1988. Another 80s kid like myself. Having the medical bay that close to the rear exit, I think is going to be really convenient to people, and just close to the drop ship exit part, where this, this middle piece that comes down where the, the troopers can get out of their little jump seats and walk out. You can walk out there too. So for medical accessibility, this is going to be really convenient ship. I think that's why so many people are excited about it. In that way, it's, again, I don't look at this as like a mini Carrack, because the Carrack does have functionalities this does not have in the form of drones and cartography and stuff. But this really does, it really kind of is a little mini Polaris, though, in many ways. It's like a Polaris Junior. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a great jack of all trade ships. I agree. It's got a few, the Max had a few little issues. The Max's primary issues had to deal with its cargo area here on the ventral, kind of underneath spine, belly area, whatever you want to call it. The way cargo is locked into place with the cargo grid, I felt like you were just always banging the shit out of the ship. So, I always thought that was it was almost just like a little too tight in here for the Max. I almost felt like these pieces here, these engine cowling pieces here, needed to be more like scooped up for the Max, so you had better access to that storage area. Yeah, it just needed a little bit more clearance. Exactly. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, though, that's really the only differences between the ship. Now, internally, there's a lot of changes to the TAC. As a matter of fact, I think the back rear cargo area and the bridge are primarily what has stayed intact. Almost everything else has changed to some large degree. Expat says, my problem with the Starlancer is not having a skylight for the pilot and general lack of windows. So, they did a good job by putting like a couple windows in here. I know we have this one here, and I think this one's on the bridge area. Rooster Ray just donated $10, keeping the donations alive. New toy unlocked for St. Jude. Rooster Rage, appreciate you. Salute very much. Thank you for that. Thank you for those donations. Everyone today, again, absolutely incredible donations today, pushing us past $30,000 lifetime raise. So, but going back to the model here, I mean, there's something to be said for. There could have been something kind of cool had CIG put skylights in ships like the Mist, so you can see when you're leaving out top hangars. And the way that could have looked, by the way, is something kind of akin to this. I'll do my best here to kind of mock something up real quick. This will be real fast, by the way. Do not get super excited. Let's do 1.2. Okay, we'll do 0.5. And we'll do this, and we'll grab the ship, and we'll put the ship in we'll do a bool real quick. Oh, did it not like that? It did not like that. Bear with me. Oh, there it is. Bear with me, everybody. Let me lower this here. Yeah, it's not liking me, but it's gonna have to put up with me for a minute. Okay, come on. The CG does not like this. Connect objects plus delete. Okay, there we go. We'll get rid of that bool, but we'll just kind of cut into it here. So had they had some sort of like bigger skylight up here at the top, obviously dressing that up a lot better, it'd have been a situation where if you're sitting in the pilot seat, oh, it doesn't like that either. Do I have too many models open? Let's let it unfreeze itself, everybody, while we're waiting on that. Again, I think they could have added some top windows to that, and it would have helped visibility. Let me go back. Do we have a better... Did they do a good image of the front? Yeah, just right there. Just some like small, like little windows there, I think would have been nice, especially for people looking up above them, right? We may have crashed Cinema 4D, by the way, real quick. Let me kill it. It says it's not responding. Let's see here. Let me check. Cinema, are you still dead? Yep, Cinema's dead. It's okay. It happens. It happens. We'll open it back up. But yeah, it's something that I think would be an easy solve for them and really open up. You still get to keep what CIG loves, that sort of like little slit window, which they've actually said they really like. But doing that would yeah, exactly, expat. But doing that, I think, would have really opened it up to other possibilities, right? Like more visibility, especially coming out of those top-based or those hangars that have the doors on top. I think it just would have been really, really convenient. So let me swing this back over here now that my window is fixed. So yeah, I think it just would have been a good to do. It would have been a good to do. Do I have that Fury landed thing? Where did I put that? Bear with me. There we go. Let me drag this over. Let's see here. Crimson Hawk says, I guess we're getting the Idris P with the Idris P t-shirt drop. What's the Idris P t-shirt drop? What is that? Explain to me. Let's go back over here. We will drop. Did not let me grab it. Come on, 3D. You're all seeing this in real time, by the way. This is very real time. Very. Oh my god. Right. I need to fix one thing here. Okay, let's zoom out. There we go. Okay, now we're fixed. Let's save that before we crash it again. There we go. Okay. Yep, that's right. There's our Fury landed. It's fitting perfectly inside the hangar bay. Subscriber flare. Subscriber flare is the new thing. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Bear with me, everybody. Let's go take a look at that subscriber flare while we can. I see the downburst patch bundle. Okay, here it is. Hopefully you can see that. So let me, oh, nope, you can't see it. Switch back over. There is the Idris P shirt. So if you've been watching the stream, I've talked a lot about the changes and additions that have come in surrounding the Idris, right? And there's a couple interesting things here when I look at this shirt that are semi-concerning. This Idris on the shirt is definitely the old Idris model. Pretty sure? Yeah, old Idris model. Is it? Yeah, it is. It's the old engine. So those are the old engines north, which makes me sort of feel like maybe we won't get those new models anytime soon, which would be a real shame. But it could just be a shirt. Again, we really don't know. I don't think we should read, too much into this. It literally could just be something fun for them to do. Almost, yeah, like could be a shirt that just sort of immortalizes the old model. You know what I mean? Definitely could be that. VMXEO slides in the chat. VM, we were just showing off the, thank you for sending me that Fury landed model, by the way. We were just showing the Starlancer TAC and its hangar size to get a good idea of what would fit in there. It's a small hangar, you know what I mean? It's 1.25, 1.25, 1.25. It's a small hangar. You're not going to fit a lot in there, but we determined that you could fit maybe 2 Furies in there if you really tried. If you really were careful, you could probably do it. But yeah, going back to the Idris, I think that no, we tried everything VMXAO. We tried an MPUV, Pisces, Razor, everything. Nothing fits. This thing's going to fit Furies and like bikes. That's all it's going to fit. So it's not going to work. So again, for those that are wondering what we're talking about, with the new Idris models, or when we say the old Idris model versus the new Idris model, what we're referring to there is As a matter of fact, do I have it up here? Bear with me, people. Real quick, let me just pull up something for everybody. We go to weekly chat. It's probably in there. Nope, it's not. Oh, yep, it is in there. So what we're talking about when we refer to the new Idris model is we're essentially talking about this. Let me bring this. Oh, no, that's a small image. You need a big image. We're talking about this. This is the new Idris model. And I will bring up in 3D real quick. I will bring up the old Idris model. We'll do that real quick so we can kind of look at that in a little bit more detail. Sorry if some stuff's going by in chat and I'm not seeing it. Apologies. Where's the Idris? Where's the Idris? Here we go. So let me slide back over to 3D for a minute. With the Idris itself, the old model, if you look at it from above, very much like the shirt, you know, you got the big engines here on the front and these very tall, thin vertical engines on the rear, and they're doubled up. So if I zoom down, you can see it's these two engines are sort of doubled up, tall, vertical, etc. And they're stacked. So you can get a good look at those here. And with that, there's like these side piece here. So it's just got a kind of a, which I guess is like an intake or something. So it's a little different. But if I switch back over to, so remember this, remember this area. If I switch back over to the new model, you'll see that the engines are completely different. You don't have that intake anymore. You have the chevron shaped engines, sort of the in an arrow shaped engine. The front engines are smaller and sort of like angled out just a little bit. But again, if I go back to the current model, they're just duplicates of the rear engines. Okay, they're not angled at all. So there we go. So again, I don't know what is going on here with the Idris model. Another good example, by the way, of some of those changes. Here's another one. This is the one I think is kind of interesting. Where is that image? I know I have it somewhere. Is this it? Yeah. So if I go to this picture right here, you can see on the back of the new Idris, you see this back piece right here where the tail is? It kind of slants down and outward, right? If I go back to the live or the current model of the Idris, it actually does not do that. It just is almost like a hard abutment off. It just sort of like ends back there. So that's a pretty big change as well. There's a lot of changes too. Where these turrets sit is almost completely changed. The whole ship has sort of been redressed. So yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. We don't really know what is going on there. Yeah, as VMXEO says, that Squadron 42 Idris looks a lot more aggressive than the current model. And I agree. It looks a lot more aggressive, a lot more up-to-date and modernized. These same chevron engines, by the way, they are also on the Javelin. You can see them here. They're a bigger version, but you can see those chevron engines replaced on the Javelin as well. So part of the thinking there is that we're getting a new Idris and new Javelin model that will eventually come to the PU. Now, this doesn't mean it'll come on initial release. It's possible we don't get the new exteriors until Squadron. Let's say they were going to release the Idris a little early, which is possible. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's possible. Hell, maybe they'll drop it for Invictus. You know? I'll tell you this. If CIG is not intending to release the Idris, okay, if they're really just getting us ready for Invictus, then they're trolling us real hard. So, okay, they know exactly what they're doing. They're trolling us very hard, right? And that trolling, I don't think is going to go down very well. When you release an Idris P t-shirt, I mean, you're really pushing your community believe that, hey, the Idris is coming. You know what I mean? Zarek Master says, hey, Grim, any update on that secret hangar at Invictus? No update on it yet. We don't know much more other than And VMXEO in chat is the one that found it. All we know is that there is a hangar underneath the Drake Hall. I think it's called the Fleet Week extra large hangar or something like that. It's sort of like sitting underneath the hull. But I want to caution everyone: do not read too much into that. I'm sure VMXEO in chat would also say he doesn't know what it is. We don't know what it is. We don't know if it's anything to read into. We don't know if it means that Drake has something dropping. We really don't know. I mean, it could be anything from them going to raise up the exterior of the Kraken to the ironclads being there to something we don't know about being there. It could just be leftover code. Oh, VMXEO says, just to clarify, not physically under the hull, but it's a child asset of the Drake Hull. Okay. So it's a child, there's a parent-child asset sort of correlation there with the extra large hangar being a child asset of the Drake Hull. Fair enough. And again, I think VM would be the first to admit, I'm definitely admitting it. We don't know what it means, and it could mean nothing. It literally could mean nothing. We just don't know. We don't know. Real quick here, let me look into while we're looking at that. I'm gonna bring up real quick. Bear with child Kraken incoming. If only. I'm gonna bring up YouTube once again, everybody. I'm gonna play the Starlancer TAC video since we've been talking about that while I get the giveaway ready. Okay. So I'm going to switch back over to are we on that? Nope. Here we go. Okay. We're going to watch this as I get the giveaway for the Hurricane ready. Okay. So bear with me, everybody. Hey, thank you very much for that. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate it, cult leader.
It kind of takes the Starlancer.
Thank you very much.
Fits it with a more offensive loadout. It's got remote turrets on top. The co-pilot's got some fun little missile turrets at the rear to keep people off the back end. You don't have access to every single gun on it. There's only 4 pilot-controlled guns. You'll notice immediately from the exterior that it has these new 2 twin size 5 man turrets.
What makes this MISC is the shape language that was used to make this turret. It replicates the exterior of the ship, which contains round forms, welded forms, and chunky shapes.
MISC as a manufacturer, kind of really proud of their manufacturing, and they're not afraid to show it. You can kind of see all the compound.
Thank you, Hang Drag. Appreciate it. Thank you for that follow.
Fuel cells are, but it's a little more refined. Paneling is a lot cleaner. It's not something like a Drake ship where everything's just completely exposed. I really like the MISC look. It's got this sort of darker stealth armor, so it looks really like sleek.
Thank you very much, Kookaburr. Really appreciate that. Salute to you.
It's got this like really
Thank you very much.
Red lighting. It just looks really sick. It does not have a cargo lift, but it still has your cargo bay in the back for 96 SCU and space for hauling ground vehicles. And you also have the addition of a hangar up top. There were a lot of requests for a version that could carry a ship, so I'm glad we've managed to figure that out.
It can accommodate.
Sorry, everybody.
But if you are a good pilot, you can accommodate 2 as well.
What we've done is we've stripped out the Max's separate habitation rooms and replaced those with the hangar.
It's not that much big, but it's compact. It has a landing pad there with really cool small refueling parts.
We've extended the Max's habitation kitchen area to have its own bunk room. On the lower deck, we've replaced the long cargo bridge sort of area with a troop deployment area where some soldiers can jump out of like an extending...
Yeah, they are new designers, which I thought was really cool.
And between that and the cargo bay is a small medical room.
No other MISC ships has a medical bay, so it was a bit hard at the first to get used to it, like how the design will be. What I feel the people will notice most will be the aesthetic of it. These bright lights and those metal floors. It's a bit high-tech, but it's not like very high maintenance.
The
Just getting the giveaway ready,
and the
everybody.
cockpit are the same as the Max.
And in the cockpit, it's very spacious. It's accommodate pilot, co-pilot. It looks really cool because it's integrated with the bridge.
The turret room is located in the belly of the ship. At first glance, it resembles a shrine to warfare, with all the red lights around the ammunition, and the turret seats on the left and the right. It looks really cool. The animations are really cool, from the hatch closing over the player to the seat rotating and going into the turret, and the guns sliding out in preparation for battle.
The Starlancer would be for like teams of players who really like missions in a large group of like soldiers. As well as like the actual people crewing the ship and the turrets, you've got quite a lot of space for ground pounders with rifles. The cargo bay in the back can be used for like some of the smaller vehicles like the Cyclone. I think it's a really good ship for like just team play.
The player's med bay does need a little work. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, everyone, bear with me. I'm just getting the giveaway ready, which I'm almost ready to go. Almost ready to go. 2, 3, 4. Almost ready to go on that. As a matter of fact, I think we are ready to go on that. Let me bring this over. Okay, let me bring this over. The whole wheel of names. There we go. Is that showing up in chat? All right, everybody, we are going to do the giveaway for the Anvil Hurricane. Real quick, let me bring up, let me go to the raffle schedule here. Anvil Hurricane we're giving away right now. This was supposed to give away on the 3rd, but we've been really busy, so thank you for your patience. We're going to give that away right now. This is an Anvil Hurricane, comes with LTI. Big shout out to Bingo Winchester in chat. Everyone give Bingo a salute. Bingo is the one that donated this Anvil Hurricane, and we really appreciate him for that. We've had some wonderful, amazing people donate ships for the St. Jude Play Live initiative here at Starjump. I want to do a big thank you to all of them, actually. GearCon, Bingo Winchester, Lazy Donuts, and James from Icon City are this year's donators for the raffle prizes. So I want to do a big giant salute to them because they are really a big part of why all this money is also coming in. Obviously, people are donating to do a good cause, but the raffles help excite people and get people into it. So everyone in chat, please give Bingo Winchester a salute today for this Anvil Hurricane that we are about to raffle away. All right. Here we go, everybody. The giveaway for the Hurricane has ended. You can't enter it anymore, but we are going to do the spin right now. I've got everyone's name in there. If you see names in there multiple times, it is because those people, I'm just hitting shuffle right now, it's because those people donated more than $20. Okay, so if I go back to the raffle schedule here, you will see it's a $20 donation for the Anvil Hurricane. But if you donated $60 towards it, then you get 3 tickets, okay? So some people have 10 tickets if they donated a lot to it, if they donated like $200 to it, right? So here we go. We've got everyone's name in there. Some people have their names in there multiple times due to that. So here we go. Congrats to whoever the winner is going to be. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Anvil Hurricane with LTI. This is a big one. This is a popular ship and a ship that a lot of people love. I mean, this ship can still really hold its own pretty good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, absolutely. Stand by. Oh, 92 viewers today in Twitch. Amazing. Thank you all. 64 over on YouTube. Please, if you haven't followed the channel, please give the channel a follow. I really, really appreciate that. It goes a long way. It lets us know that we're doing a good job and making great stuff, and we'll keep making great stuff, okay? So Stellar Jake, thank you for that follow. Salute to you. Appreciate that. Helping me with my little speech there by actually hitting the follow button. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here we go. Okay, we're going to roll. Here we go. All right, everybody, in 3, 2, 1, good luck. I'm excited. Blurry Pixel. Blurry Pixel. Blurry, are you in chat today? Blurry's been there a lot. Congratulations, Blurry Pixel. Red Samurai says, Blurry Pixel, there he is, Blurry Pixel in chat. Salute to you, and salute to Bingo Winchester for providing the ship. Blurry, I will work with Ender to get your ship awarded to you. Congratulations on that, though. That is absolutely incredible. It's such an awesome ship, still very powerful two-player ship, and when those computer blades come out and you're able to slave that turret to the pilot, it's going to be even more devastating. So congrats. That is awesome. Okay, let me screenshot this. I like to screenshot all these. Okay. So someone asked, when are we doing the Nomad Starter Pack giveaway? We are giving that away tonight on Ender's stream, okay? So if you're looking for that, just make sure you go give Ender's channel a follow so you can watch that stream. You do not have to be watching the stream to actually win the giveaway. It's just you get your ticket for the donation. That's all you need. We will reach out via email and get a hold of you if you're not watching the stream at that time. But, you know, go give that channel a follow. Give the boy a watch. He'll be streaming tonight. I think D&D is what he streams on Tuesday night. I'm not sure if Ender is... yeah, so... will there be a Starlancer size Nomad? No, I think they probably consider the Freelancer series their Starlancer size Nomad ship. So Starlancer size Nomad. So will there be a consolidated Outland ship that's Starlancer size? Sorry. Yeah, I would imagine so. I think we're going to get more consolidated Outland ships for sure. And I think as they build out the Pioneer, we'll eventually get that. Everyone. Shorter stream today, as usual. It's the midday stream. Obviously, Ender will be streaming tonight. I'll probably stream another day this week. I am going to do 2 more streams this week, so you'll want to get in on those. One of those, I'll be giving away a custom Fleet Viewer ship. So if you've, again, been interested in that, make sure you keep an eye out. Oops, sorry. Let's see, let me grab one more thing. So again, we do have some more stuff coming. I know some people were curious about when we were giving away Starjump challenge coins, okay? I've had a lot of people curious about that, and I think we're going to do that this week on Starjump Station. I've been thinking about doing an episode on fantasy versus reality and Star Citizen. It's kind of a topic that pops up in my head quite a bit, so we're going to get into that. So yes. Here we go. Today, we are going to send a raid back to someone who's raided me a few times just recently. So I want to send the love back to him. If you all wouldn't mind holding on a minute, giving him some Starjump love because he's raided me multiple times in the past, and I want to make sure I repay that favor. It's been absolutely amazing hanging out with you all today. Crossed that $30,000 mark, which is absolutely incredible. Seriously incredible. I'm giving you all the salute. We give away an Amble Hurricane. We saw what would fit in a Starlancer TAC, which is not much, in the hangar. You're going to be able to fit a Fury. So if you buy a Starlancer TAC, you probably should have a Fury. I'm just saying. You probably should have a Fury. Valacor says, so who won the Polaris? I wasn't able to be on that stream. I forget who won the first one. I have to look at that name. But we did, we have a new we have a new Polaris giveaway going on right now, actually. And I'm going to swing back to this. Oh, Colin Hillman with a $50 donation to Unlock Art Supplies. Thank you very much, Colin. That is incredible. Thank you very much, Colin. Salute to you. There is the schedule right now, Valacor. We have another RSI Polaris Corvette currently going on for the month of May. We'll give that away on May 30th. We also have a Anvil Carrick with LTI, $50 donation towards a Tiltify link for that one, giving that away on the 15th, and so on and so forth. We've obviously given away the Hurricane, but later tonight we're giving away the Nomad Love Struck Starter Pack, and on the 9th we'll give away the Gladius Valiant. So there you go. Still lots of stuff to give away. If you missed out on that first Polaris giveaway, don't worry. There's many more chances to get that. Valacor, I don't have the Polaris winner name right on me. I forget. If someone in chat knows, let me know. But I'd have to look that up. If you did win, though, you were contacted via email. So, and I think Ender's handling that. So anyways, we're going to send it over to Blasphemous. He's rated me a few times lately, so please, I'm going to send you over there. Give him some Starjump love. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. You're all absolutely incredible and amazing. Thank you for showing me support, too. I really appreciate it. More to come this week with a Starjump, a weekly chat, which will be on Thursday, and Starjump Station, which will be later this week. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Do something kind for a stranger. Again, thanks for hanging out with me today. It's been a lot of fun. It's always fun to talk spaceships with people, right? Am I right? Okay, that's going to be it, everyone. Have a good one. Salute to you. Sending you over to Blasphemous.